About to sink, a couple desperately runs towards the lifeboat, only to find that the boat can only hold one person. The husband pushes his wife away without hesitation, boards the lifeboat himself, and the wife watches him leave, her eyes filled with shock and helplessness. The teacher paused for a moment, looked at the whole class, and asked, "What do you think she shouted?" Most of the students answered without hesitation, "I hate you." Immediately, anger swept through the entire classroom. The students all expressed that the husband's behavior was cold and heartless, and he didn't deserve to be called a human being. A girl angrily said, "How can he abandon his wife and live alone?" However, the teacher noticed a boy in the corner. He did not immediately express an opinion, but calmly looked at the teacher. The teacher walked towards him and asked, "What do you think she shouted?" The boy looked up and softly said, "I think she shouted, 'Take care of our child.'" The teacher was stunned, deeply shocked, and asked, "How do you know that?" The boy replied calmly, "I haven't heard this story, teacher, but I remember what my mother said to my father when she was dying." The teacher was stunned by the boy's answer and continued telling the story. After the ship sank, the husband, bearing the pain of losing his wife, raised his daughter alone. Year after year, he silently endured guilt and loneliness, until many years later, the husband passed away. When the daughter was sorting through her father's belongings, she found a diary. The diary said, "How I wish I could sink into the sea with her, but for our child, I must live on." At that moment, the husband's choice was not cold-blooded, but because he knew his wife's illness was beyond cure, and he had to live on to care for their daughter's future. The man's inner pain was known only to him. The entire class fell into silence. The students were no longer angry, but began to reflect. The teacher hoped everyone would understand that behind many seemingly simple moral judgments, there are often complex emotions and helplessness. We should not judge others based on appearances, but learn to understand and be tolerant, and only after fully understanding the situation can we make fair and deep judgment.